Welcome to Feminine Vibes, where every change tells a story. I never thought a single day could turn my world upside down, but here I am, standing in front of a mirror that reflects a version of myself I never dared to show anyone, not even Emma. My name is Alex, I'm 29, and if someone had told me a year ago that I would be wearing her dress, applying her makeup, and trembling with both fear and exhilaration in my own living room, I would have laughed. Yet here I am. Emma, my beautiful, sharp-witted wife, is out with friends, leaving me with the apartment all to myself, or so I thought. Our apartment has always been a mix of comfort and subtle chaos. Emma's paintings lean against walls, her favorite books stacked carefully beside them, while my own desk is a mess of marketing reports, unopened letters, and a few hidden treasures that no one knows about. These treasures aren't jewelry or gadgets, they're my secret indulgences, the dresses, stockings, and heels I've quietly collected over the past years. At first, it was curiosity, then fascination, and finally, necessity. Crossdressing became my sanctuary, my private escape from the rigid expectations of life, work, and even my own self-image. I remember the first time I tried one of Emma's dresses. It was a soft, lavender silk gown she had never worn. I don't even remember why I picked it that day, but the moment I slid it over my shoulders, I felt a strange shift. My chest tightened, my pulse raced, and a thrill unlike any other coursed through me. I looked in the mirror, and for the first time, I didn't see just Alex, the office guy, the man everyone expects me to be. I saw someone delicate, vulnerable, yet empowered in a way I couldn't explain. Today, the temptation is stronger than ever. Emma left early for brunch with her friends, promising to be back in the afternoon. My heart pounds as I approach my secret corner of the wardrobe. My fingers trace the soft fabrics, silks, satins, lace, and I hesitate, feeling the thrill of anticipation mixed with fear. If she were to walk in right now, everything would be exposed. Yet I cannot stop myself. I choose the lavender gown. It feels almost alive in my hands, whispering promises of transformation, escape, and revelation. As I peel off my work clothes, I feel a shiver of vulnerability. My movements are hesitant, aware of the new identity I am about to embody. Sliding the dress over my body, I feel the cool silk cling to my skin. It is both liberating and terrifying. My reflection in the mirror becomes a stranger, the contours of my body softened, my posture shifted, the air around me filled with an unspoken excitement. I kneel to put on stockings, each movement heightening the anticipation, the thrill of stepping into a persona that feels both alien and right. Next come the heels. I've practiced balancing in them countless times, yet each attempt makes my legs shake with a mix of nerves and excitement. I rise slowly, finding my rhythm, the click of heels against the hardwood echoing through the empty apartment. Makeup is the final layer of metamorphosis. Eyeliner, foundation, lipstick, all applied with precision and care. When I finally step back and see myself fully transformed, a wave of emotion crashes over me. I am Alex, but also not Alex at all. I am the embodiment of a secret longing I've carried for years. The apartment is silent except for the soft hum of the refrigerator and the occasional distant sound of the city. Each noise feels magnified. The thrill of being caught, of my secret being discovered, races through my veins. I imagine Emma returning early, her eyes widening in shock. Would she laugh, cry, run, or perhaps, understand? The thought sends a tremor through me, a mix of fear and longing that I cannot ignore. I sit on the edge of the couch, smoothing the folds of the dress, trying to calm the racing of my heart. My phone buzzes a message from Emma, playful and teasing, "Don't get too comfortable without me winking face." I bite my lip, a nervous laugh escaping. She has no idea. No idea how close her words are to reality, how tonight, our lives will shift in ways neither of us can imagine. And then, as if on cue, my phone rings. It's Emma, but not from her usual number. I hesitate, frozen. A soft voice on the other end whispers, "Alex, it's time we switched roles for the evening. Trust me, you'll see the world from my eyes." My stomach drops. My pulse quickens. The thrill and terror blend into a dizzying concoction. She's serious. She means it. In that moment, I realize this is not just another private indulgence. This is a challenge, a transformation that will push me further than I've ever gone. The dress, the makeup, the heels, they are no longer just secret pleasures. They are tools, props in a new reality Emma has orchestrated. One where I am not just cross-dressing in solitude, but stepping fully into a role she has designed for me. I take a deep breath, adjusting the gown, feeling the delicate fabric against my skin. My reflection in the mirror seems to smile back at me, a stranger and yet intimately familiar. Tonight, I will become more than just Alex. I will become the bride. And as the realization settles in, a shiver runs down my spine, part excitement, part fear, and entirely uncontrollable. I stand in front of the mirror again, trying to steady my breathing. The heels make my legs ache in a strange, almost satisfying way. The lavender gown clings to me, and I can't help but trace the folds of the fabric with my fingers. I feel exposed, vulnerable, yet exhilarated like never before. Emma's plan is already unfolding in my mind, though I have no idea what she has in store. The thought of surrendering control to her both terrifies and excites me. I hear the faint click of the apartment door. My heart leaps into my throat. Emma! I call, my voice cracking slightly. But there is no answer. Just the echo of my own voice and the distant hum of traffic outside. I take a cautious step forward, the heels making soft taps against the hardwood. I feel like a performer stepping onto a stage, every movement under scrutiny, every detail magnified. I move toward the bedroom, the closet, my private sanctuary, where I've stored the rest of my hidden treasures. I run my hands over the hangers' silks, laces, chiffon, each piece carefully folded, each one holding the promise of transformation. My mind races. Should I go further tonight? Take the challenge fully, or retreat to the safety of my normal self? The thought of retreating makes me shiver. No. Tonight is different. Emma wants me to feel her world, and I can't ignore her call. I pick a delicate pink blouse, soft and flowing, paired with a skirt that Emma would have loved. I slip into it slowly, feeling the silk slide over my skin. I catch my reflection and pause. Alex, no, the new me, looks back, a mixture of fear, curiosity, and daring in my eyes. I reach for the makeup again. Tonight, it feels more than aesthetic. It feels like armor, like a mask, like a bridge between the person I hide during the day and the persona I'm meant to embody for Emma's challenge. Foundation, contouring, soft blush, mascara. I carefully apply lipstick, a shade of rose that makes my lips look soft and inviting. My hands tremble slightly, but I keep going. I am committed now. There is no turning back. A sudden noise at the door startles me. My pulse races. Could she be back early? I freeze in place, trying to steady my racing heart. But it's just the neighbor's dog barking in the hallway. I exhale, a laugh escaping me, nervous but genuine. I feel a thrill running down my spine, the mixture of fear, secrecy, and indulgence intoxicating. I decide to move to the living room, where Emma usually sits with a book or her laptop. The dress swirls around my legs as I walk. The heels click steadily, announcing each step. I glance around, imagining her watching me, judging me, understanding me. I feel a shiver run through me, a sensation I've only ever felt in these private moments, amplified by the knowledge that Emma has orchestrated this evening. Suddenly, the phone buzzes again. A message from Emma flashes on the screen. You look perfect. Now, it's time for the next step. My stomach twists. The next step. I scroll down, seeing a series of instructions she has left. I am to prepare for a bridal experience. She wants me fully immersed, not just in clothes, but in the persona, in the mindset, in the reality of being her for a night. Fear clashes with excitement. My heart pounds as I imagine walking through a room, poised and delicate, as Emma watches. My hands shake as I adjust the skirt. This is no longer a secret indulgence. This is a test, a transformation that will push every boundary of comfort and identity I have known. I practice my posture, my steps, the way my hands fall at my sides. I glance at the mirror again and see not just Alex, but someone entirely new. Someone daring, fragile, beautiful, and terrifyingly exposed. I catch a glimpse of my reflection, and my lips part in a breathless smile. This is the moment I've been longing for, the thrill of stepping fully into my own hidden identity. The hours pass in a blur of preparation. I adjust the gown, smooth the skirt, check the makeup, rehearse my expressions in the mirror. My pulse races with each step, each movement, each imagined glance from Emma. I feel alive in a way I never have before. And yet, the suspense grows. What will happen when she arrives? Will I be ready? Will I crumble, or will I rise into this new persona completely? A sudden knock at the door stops me cold. My heart leaps into my throat. Who could it be? I wasn't expecting anyone. I inch closer, every step deliberate, careful, the heels threatening to betray my balance. Coming, I call softly, my voice higher, lighter than usual. My pulse pounds in my ears. The door opens slowly, and there she is. Emma stands there, a sly smile playing on her lips, holding a small box. Ready for the final touch, she asks, eyes gleaming. I swallow hard, my chest tight, and nod, unable to speak. This is it, the point of no return. I step forward, each click of the heels echoing through the room. The final step in the transformation is here, and I can feel every nerve ending alive, every part of me alert and aware. I take the box from her hands. Inside, a delicate veil, shimmering softly under the apartment lights. My hands shake as I lift it, draping it over my head. The fabric brushes against my cheeks, soft, almost ticklish, and the reflection in the mirror becomes even more surreal. I am not just Alex in a dress. I am Alex as the bride, fully immersed in Emma's world, caught between fear, exhilaration, and an overwhelming sense of self-discovery. Emma steps back, eyes sparkling. Perfect, she whispers. Now, walk to me. Show me the bride. My breath catches. I take a step, then another. The heels wobble slightly, but I find my rhythm. The dress swirls around me, the veil brushing my shoulders. My heart pounds with every step. I glance at the mirror again. This is me, fully transformed, fully exposed, and yet never more alive. And then, just as I reach Emma, there's a sudden sound from the hallway, a floorboard creaking. My body freezes. My pulse races. A neighbor? A delivery? Or someone else? The suspense is unbearable. Emma's hand touches mine, and her eyes meet mine. Don't worry, she whispers. It's just us now. I exhale, relief mingling with exhilaration. But deep down, I know the night has only just begun. Every step, every glance, every heartbeat will lead to a revelation, a twist, a moment that could change everything between us forever. Every step toward Emma feels like walking on a wire stretched over an abyss. My heels click against the floor, echoing like the ticking of a clock counting down to something I cannot predict. The lavender dress clings to me in a way that feels both protective and exposing. My hands tremble slightly as the veil brushes my shoulders. I feel every heartbeat, every breath, and the anticipation coils tightly in my chest. Emma smiles, a glint of mischief and admiration in her eyes. Perfect, she whispers again, her voice soft yet commanding. Now, Alex, or should I say, the bride, let's see how you handle the next part. My stomach twists. Next part. I manage to squeak out, voice quivering under the weight of both fear and excitement. She steps back and gestures toward the living room, which has been subtly transformed. Soft candlelight flickers across the walls, and a single chair sits in the center. On it, a pair of gloves, delicate and pristine, await me. This is about presence, she says. Confidence, grace, and owning who you are. Step forward. I swallow hard and take the first step, my legs shaky but steadying with each click of the heels. The dress swirls elegantly, catching the soft glow of the candles. My reflection in the mirror catches my eye, and I barely recognize myself. Alex, the man who spent years hiding behind suits and briefcases, is gone. Here stands someone entirely new, someone daring, fragile, and alive. Emma's gaze follows my movements, her eyes assessing, encouraging, yet teasing. Slowly, she instructs. Feel every step. Own it. The floor is yours. I focus on the sensation, the silk brushing my skin, the heels demanding balance, the veil soft against my face. A shiver of vulnerability mixes with exhilaration. Each movement feels like a declaration. I am here. I exist. And tonight, I am hers, and yet fully myself. Suddenly, a noise from the hallway freezes me mid-step. My pulse spikes, heart hammering in my chest. Could it be a neighbor? A delivery? Someone seeing me like this? The apartment feels impossibly small, the walls pressing in, every shadow amplified. Emma notices my hesitation. Breathe, she whispers, stepping closer. It's just us. No one else matters tonight. I nod, forcing myself to continue. The chair awaits, and I walk toward it, each step a mixture of grace and nervous energy. I sit, gloves in hand, and carefully slip them over my fingers. My movements are delicate, almost ritualistic. The act feels symbolic, a crossing into a world I've long only imagined. Emma moves behind me, adjusting the veil gently. You're doing beautifully, she murmurs. The words warm me, grounding me in the moment. Yet, the suspense does not fade. Every sound, every shadow, keeps me on edge. The thrill of being caught, the vulnerability of exposure, is intoxicating. I glance at the mirror. The reflection shows someone poised, elegant, and trembling with anticipation. My mind races. How will this change me? How will Emma see me now? For years, I've hidden this side of myself. Tonight, I am fully revealed, yet cloaked in her orchestrated world, a world designed to let me experience my hidden identity without judgment. Emma steps forward, holding a small, delicate box. My breath catches. What's that? I ask, voice barely above a whisper. Your final touch, she replies, her eyes sparkling. She opens the box to reveal a delicate tiara, its crystals catching the candlelight. This is for the bride. Place it on your head. I lift the tiara, hands trembling. The weight is light, but the significance is enormous. As I set it atop my head, the mirror reflects a complete transformation. Alex, the man who feared judgment, who hid his desires, now exists fully in a persona that is both thrilling and terrifying. A sudden knock at the door jolts me. My heart leaps. Emma looks at me, amused but calm. Ignore it, she whispers. This is part of the experience. The world may intrude, but you remain yourself. I take a deep breath and step closer to her. The knock comes again, louder, more insistent. My pulse races. Each moment is electric, suspended between exposure and exhilaration. Emma places her hand on mine. You are perfect. Do you feel it? Yes, I breathe. I feel everything. Her eyes soften. Then trust it. Trust yourself. Trust me. I close my eyes briefly, letting the sensation wash over me. The dress, the heels, the veil, the tiara, they are not just clothing. They are symbols of transformation, freedom, and trust. I am exposed yet empowered, fragile yet commanding. Every nerve in my body is alive, every heartbeat synchronized with the rhythm of revelation. Suddenly, the knock turns into a knock and call. Delivery, a voice shouts from outside. My body freezes. For a moment, I consider fleeing, retreating into the familiar safety of my daily persona. But Emma squeezes my hand. Stay. You are ready. I nod, stepping toward the door, each click of the heels a declaration of presence. Emma follows, her eyes locked on mine, a silent promise of support and connection. I reach for the door, slowly turning the knob. The hallway is empty. Only the faint echo of the city hums beyond the apartment walls. Relief floods me, but it's fleeting. The adrenaline, the exposure, the thrill, it's all heightened now. I turn back to Emma, who smiles knowingly. See, the world outside isn't what controls you. You control yourself. And tonight, you are the bride. I exhale, a mixture of exhaustion, exhilaration, and pride washing over me. The transformation is complete not just in dress, but in self. Alex has merged with the hidden identity, fully revealed, fully alive, fully trusted in Emma's orchestrated world. But just as relief settles, a faint creak sounds from the balcony door. My pulse spikes again. Is someone watching? Has someone seen me like this? The suspense, the thrill, the fear, they surge together. Emma notices, leaning close. Whatever happens, Remember this moment. You are the bride. And this is just the beginning. I look in the mirror again, and my reflection stares back, powerful yet vulnerable, exposed yet radiant. The night stretches ahead, full of possibility, full of revelation. The climax of fear, trust, and transformation has arrived, and the story is far from over. I stand frozen in the living room, the candlelight flickering softly across the walls, the soft swish of the lavender dress echoing in the quiet apartment. The balcony door creak repeats, a faint reminder that the outside world is still there, watching, waiting. My heartbeat pounds in my ears. I feel every inch of the dress, the veil brushing my shoulders, the tiara catching the soft light above. Alex, the man I used to be, feels far away, replaced by someone entirely new. Emma's hand rests lightly on mine, grounding me. It's okay, she whispers. This is your moment. Own it. Be the bride. Her eyes hold admiration, mischief, and a hint of challenge. I nod, swallowing hard, trying to steady the trembling in my hands and legs. I am aware of everything, the heels pressing against my feet, the silk clinging to my skin, the weight of the tiara, and yet, I feel powerful in a way I've never known. Suddenly, the faintest sound like footsteps echoes from the hallway. My breath catches. Emma glances at me, her expression unreadable, almost daring me to respond. I freeze. Should I hide? Retreat into the comfort of my old self? Or step forward, fully exposed and embraced in this new identity she has crafted for me? The adrenaline surges, coiling tight in my chest, making every nerve feel alive. I take a tentative step toward the sound. Each click of the heels feels louder than it should, each movement magnified in my ears. My reflection in the mirror shifts as I move, the soft candlelight highlights the contours of my face, the delicate sweep of my lashes, the fullness of my lips. I am beautiful, vulnerable, and entirely revealed. Emma stays close, whispering, "Remember, you are in control. The world outside may intrude, but this is your space. Your identity. Your choice." I nod, but the suspense gnaws at me. The creak grows louder. Someone is out there. Someone could see me like this. Panic threatens to rise, but I force it down. No. This is my moment. I move closer to the balcony, each step calculated, each breath shallow but steady. My reflection is almost hypnotic. The bride stares back at me, trembling yet proud, exposed yet radiant. The outside world fades, it's just Emma and me, the room, the candlelight, the soft swish of the gown. And then it happens. The balcony door clicks open just slightly. A shadow passes by. My pulse races. I freeze, heart hammering, unable to move. Emma places her hand gently on my back. Breathe. Trust. I do. Slowly. My hands clutch the dress, adjusting the folds, feeling the silk slide over my skin. My reflection wavers in the candlelight, and for a brief moment, I see not just myself, but every secret I've hidden, every longing, every fear, every thrill. And it all converges in this one, suspended heartbeat of suspense. Emma steps closer, whispering, "The world may intrude, but you are stronger than fear. Tonight, you are the bride. And no one can take that from you." Her words resonate deep inside me, grounding me even as tension threatens to swallow me whole. I glance at the shadow moving outside, my heart still hammering, and then back at Emma. The choice is mine: retreat, or fully embrace the persona she has guided me into. Slowly, I lift my chin, straighten my posture, and step toward her. The heels click against the floor with confidence I didn't know I had. The dress swirls, the veil catches the light, the tiara gleams. I am exposed, I am vulnerable, but I am alive in a way I've never been before. And then the unexpected happens. A soft voice calls from the hallway, just outside the door, "Alex, is that you?" My stomach lurches. Panic and thrill collide in an electrifying rush. Emma's eyes meet mine, calm, daring, teasing. "Go on," she whispers. "Answer." I hesitate, heart racing, mind spinning. My reflection catches my eye again, and I see the full transformation staring back at me. The bride, trembling yet confident, poised yet vulnerable. I open my mouth, ready to speak, and the words escape in a whisper, It's me, but not me. The hallway falls silent. My pulse thunders. I glance at Emma, who smiles knowingly. This is only the beginning, she says. Your journey has just started. And then the screen of my phone lights up a notification, a message from a neighbor I didn't expect. I think someone's in the apartment, dressed differently. Strange, my breath catches. The thrill, the fear, the exhilaration all surge together. My secret, my transformation, might be exposed to the outside world any moment now. I take a step back, the silk swirling around my legs, heels clicking softly. Emma's hand squeezes mine. No matter what happens, remember who you are. This is you. And tonight, the bride is unstoppable. I glance at the mirror one last time. The bride stares back beautiful, fragile, daring, alive. And then, the camera of a neighbor's phone clicks somewhere in the distance. I freeze. Everything I've hidden, everything I've dared to explore, is now hanging by a thread. The suspense is unbearable. Will Emma's orchestrated world protect me? Will I retreat, or step forward into full exposure? The night stretches endlessly ahead, electric with anticipation, a storm of revelation, fear, and exhilaration. And just as the tension peaks, the screen fades to black. The story is unresolved, leaving my secret, my transformation, and the bride's fate hanging by a single moment. If you enjoyed this story, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and let me know what you think will happen next. Will Alex fully embrace the bride persona, or will the outside world force him back into hiding? Your guesses might just appear in the next story. Stay tuned, because the journey has only just begun.